Welcome back, football fam. It's time for your Week 14 SEC roundup. Gonna talk about some things to come, some highlights from some scores from the games, and just news of the SEC in general. Hate week this week, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Had some good games. Let's jump this thing off right off the bat with the Iron Bowl, Alabama versus Auburn. Herculean effort from the Auburn Tigers in this one. They put up a good fight. Thought they was gonna come through with the win. Uh, Took a miracle drive at the end there. Shout out to Ashton Daniels, 18 for 39, 259 yards, touchdown to pick. He also had 100 yards rushing. That's a big game from him. Interested to see what Auburn's going to do next year, especially with the new coach coming in. Uh, Simmons had 3 catches for 143 yards. Big play after big play. I think he had a 66-yarder in there. Big game for him. Got to figure out what's going on with Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton. I think Eric Singleton's a senior, so he might not be coming back next year. But Cam Coleman, got to make sure they get that guy back in the building. For Alabama, big game for the Tide. Jam Miller, 15 for 83 in the game. He suffered an injury. No update yet on what's up with him. Ty Simpson was 19 for 35, 122 yards for 3 touchdowns. Not his best outing. I told y'all guys, I hope y'all watched the ranking video. There were concerns about his deep ball in the fourth quarter. It was not on in this one.
First quarter, too.
Isaiah Horton, 5 for 35, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, man, that's really it from the stats from this game. Just jumping to the implications in this one. Alabama finishes the season 10-2. Auburn 5-7. They won't go bowling, but that's quite all right. They got other things in mind for the Tigers. And one thing is Alex Golesh, man. Shout out to him, man, for getting this job for the Tigers. I think it's probably the best hire in the SEC so far. I really like Alex Golesh. Can't wait to see what his offense looks like in Auburn. Yes, I said what I said. I didn't misspeak. Moving on, Alabama 10-2. Is this team? They won't be going to the SEC championship game. Excuse me. They are going to the SEC championship game.
Against Georgia.
I don't know if they win this. Yeah, I don't know if they win this game.
They don't.
So if they lose to Georgia, does this team still get in the playoffs?
They're not going to win this game. If they play like this, they're not going to beat Georgia. It's not possible because you let Auburn come back down 3 touchdowns. By the way, you let them come back to tie it up. You can't do that against Georgia. And if they lose, they should still be in it just because off their schedule alone. Because they have more impressive wins than Oklahoma. Even though they lost to Oklahoma, they still have more impressive wins. They have more impressive wins in Texas. So you have to put them in.
Texas has 3 top 10 wins.
They do.
I was just saying.
Texas A&M.
They beat 3 top 10 teams, I think.
Texas A&M.
I'll pull up their schedule, but I think Texas probably has a better shot than a lot of teams. A lot of people ain't giving credit for.
Well, Texas is gonna make it just because they beat Texas A&M. But it's just the fact that does Texas A&M make it is a question though. Because I think Georgia and Ole Miss are already in. But we'll talk about the Ole Miss thing at the end.
Texas has victories over number 3, Texas A&M, number 6, Oklahoma, and number 9, Vanderbilt. 3 top 10 wins.
That Vanderbilt, that's so. Oh my gosh! Nobody's thinking about Vanderbilt.
Let's go ahead and talk about these Texas Longhorns. They got the 27-17 victory over Texas A&M. Guys, we saw this one coming a mile away. I kind of think a lot of people saw this one coming a mile away. A lot of people were talking about it. We even touched on it, and we tried to hype you guys up, let y'all know that Texas A&M in Texas, this was a live Longhorns team. I tell you, I like this Longhorn defense. But Arch Manning, man, he had himself a pretty okay outing. 14 for 29, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Weisner, they got the rushing game going in this one finally. 19 carries, 155 yards. C.J. Baxter kind of held in check there. Manning with the 52 yards rushing the touchdown. That was big to see for him. Texas 9-3. I think they in, but I think if they're in, who are you taking out? That's the main thing, because you can't tell me a team that beats 3 top 10 teams shouldn't get in. Like, if it comes down between BYU and Texas,
you gotta get to BYU. You got to.
11-1 BYU at that, man. I like this BYU team, but
especially if BYU's losses come from both Texas A&M, Texas Tech, you gotta put them in. It's just saying their only losses are to the number 5 team in the nation. That's impressive.
It's very impressive. But you know how it is. They like these brands.
Because I think we all believe that Vanderbilt's not number 9 team in the nation. And they shouldn't have been.
Well, they in the SEC. They were ranked as such. So that's bias for you. Touching, just moving on. Let's keep it moving. Go to Vanderbilt. They were ranked 14th in the college football playoffs, going against number 19 Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't beat a ranked team all season.
Whew.
Why do you think they would win this one, guys? Vanderbilt totally just woodshedded these guys 45-24. It wasn't even that close. Diego Pavia, 18 for 28, 268. And he also had a touchdown and a pick. But he had 2 picks, I see. But he put up 165 rushing yards. That's his game, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
That is. I think this man's going to be in New York. I don't know if he's going to win the Heisman. I think he's definitely going to be a finalist.
Definitely.
I hope you guys checked out our poll. Which quarterback would you rather have, Diego Pavia or Haynes King? You about to go against Georgia. Which quarterback you want? Y'all let us go vote on that. Leave a comment, tell us what you think on that.
Who would you want?
Who would I want?
Yeah.
For being honest?
Be honest.
No disrespect to Diego Pavia, but I think I want Haynes King.
I feel the same way. I think Haynes King is a better passer.
Yeah, I think Haynes King is a better passer. If I'm doing a pro evaluation, maybe that changes, but
by a bigger margin too, as in the passing section, in my opinion. And Haynes King does not turn the ball over.
He does not. Not as much as people like to think.
Mm-hmm. Especially if the ball's in your hands 100% of the time.
I will say that I think Diego Pavia is probably a shiftier runner.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
This Vanderbilt team, they've just finished 10-2. Outside looking in, I would think, for a playoff berth.
Extend the head coach too. Extend the head coach to a 6-year deal.
Yeah, they did.
And flip the recruit from Georgia, a 5-star quarterback.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
From Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Curtis.
Yep.
So you did flip.
He did flip.
That was talking about that, man. Shout out to the Commodores.
I know, right? Vanderbilt getting a 5-star quarterback.
Where does Tennessee go from here, man?
I know you don't want me to say this, Marcus, but you gotta fire Josh Heupel, man. I think you gotta start fresh. Like, he's been there 7 years?
When his coaching program history.
But we change of scenery is always best sometimes. He's been there 7 years, 8 years?
This is Tennessee.
I know, but listen to me.
They have been treading water for over a decade.
But listen to me though. What has he done, Marcus?
What did the coaches before him do?
I get that, but you got more money now.
We just saw what patience does with Virginia.
How much patience do they have with him?
Tony Elliott, 11-23 in his first 3 seasons.
That's 3 years, Marcus, and he's already done more than what Josh Heupel's done.
Hold up. Tony Elliott, 11-23 in his first 3 seasons. He did not get fired. Josh Heupel has been a lot better than that. And he should be given another year. Or 2, in my opinion. Look at Kirby Smart. He didn't just up and win an SEC championship when he got the job. It took him 7 years.
How long Josh Heupel been there, Marcus?
Next year could be the year. That's what I'm saying.
I think this should be the year, man. You got a senior quarterback. You got a senior receiver. Start fresh.
Hold up. You can't say he's senior quarterback. He's been there. He's been in the building 1 year. He's a senior, yes, true, but I mean, it's different levels to being a senior quarterback.
I guess, but he's been there 7 or 8 years.
He hasn't been in that building a whole year.
I'm talking about Josh Heupel.
Oh,
he's been there 7 or 8 years, and his biggest win is Alabama 4 years ago.
Hey,
that's that Doc Rivers championship, man. It's time to let it go.
I've seen more coaches hold on to their job for less.
I get that, but if you're establishing a winning culture, you had Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt, you had all these guys, and you can't get over the threshold. Even when Ole Miss and LSU weren't as good as they were, you still couldn't get over the threshold.
And people tell you it's the SEC; they so tough, so.
But you and I agree it's not that tough, so why aren't you there?
I would say it's slightly overrated.
I'm just saying, man. If you've been there, you're the winningest coach in program history. But what have you won?
True that.
So I mean, I'm not all for people getting fired, but I am for people whose time has ran out. I think his time has run out. Because we know he'll get a job somewhere else. That's not the problem. But you need to bring somebody in, or you need to bring in a fresh set of staff to lead this team.
Okay.
Especially when we don't know who Ole Miss is. So maybe this is your chance to go get a better coach, and you might be one of those top 3 or 4 teams next year.
I doubt it.
It's a doubt, but we don't know what Ole Miss is going to do.
We shall see. I'll touch on that a little later in the video. Let's jump over to the next game here. We got Ole Miss. There were 6 in the college football, 6th or 7th in the college football playoffs.
6.
Taking on Mississippi State. Got the big victory in the Egg Bowl, 38-19. Trinidad Chambers, the senior quarterback for the Rebs, he went 23 for 34, 359. 4 touchdowns, making himself an instant celebrity in the rivalry. Cameron Lacey, 27 carries, 143 yards and a touchdown. Big game from him. I will say this. Mississippi State, I think they found their quarterback. Got to find this guy some weapons. Kamario Taylor, 20 carries, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns from the quarterback position. Shout out to Fluff. He ran the ball pretty well as well. Kamario Taylor, 15 for 31 for 178 in the passing game. He did have a pick. But by that point, the game was over with. In my opinion, it should have really didn't matter. Mississippi State, I don't know where they go from here, but you have the advantage in the state now because I think Ole Miss is about to get rated big time. You should be able to get your fair share of recruits from the team as well. I guess you fire Mississippi State coach as well since you're firing Tennessee coach, right?
This is 2nd year.
Oh, but so finish the sub 500 in 2 years in a row is okay.
I mean,
but no. But
listen though,
it seems like you. It seems like you're moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts because I'm out. Like I said, I'm not for people getting fired. But you've been there 2 years. You got your quarterback now. Let's see what happens. He didn't have a quarterback before. Let's see what happens. But if we see Taylor not progressing like he should be, you gotta let him go. And if that means losing Taylor, maybe you gotta find the guy he wants. Or someone who can work with Taylor. But this you got Taylor as your quarterback for the future. If you can't get at least 9 wins next year, you gotta go.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you play cupcakes in 4 or 5 games. All you need is 4 more wins.
Yeah, for sure. They did have the victory against Arizona State earlier. I won't call it a cupcake.
I'm talking about the other games. The other games.
Yeah.
They haven't won a game since that. So
the fact you start the season 4-0 and you finish 5-7, that's a big red flag for me. So I mean, when the competition got better, you did not. And yeah, it's a fireable offense in my opinion. They were probably one of the worst teams in the back half of the season. So
I do think them not playing Taylor means they wanted to save his red shirt for next year. So if that's your excuse for losing these games, I can't really justify it because you'd rather lose games and save a red shirt than play the best person available.
I'm saying, if you think if you knew earlier in the season that he was the better quarterback, you should just went on and put him in there.
Exactly.
So I feel.
But look at Colorado. I guess teams don't want to do it.
They wait too long to pull the trigger.
So I guess teams don't want to do that. I don't know. I don't understand it.
I don't either. Just to touch on something real quick. Florida State and Florida played in a game. And I just want to touch on the stat that was in this game real fast, y'all. Florida State has not won a road game in 2 years.
I saw that.
Their last road victory was November 25th, 2023, where they was on the road and they beat who? The Florida Gators, 24-15 to stamp their 12-0 season. Well, that magic did not return to Gainesville as they got beat down in the swamp 40-21 to finish their season 5-7. The Florida Gators finished 4-8. They move on to hire Coach John Summerall from Tulane. What do you think about that hire? One of 5 coaches hired today in the SEC.
That might be the best hire in the SEC in my opinion because he can recruit. He wins at he won at Tulane. He can win at Florida, especially with the talent that Florida has on the defensive side. I think it's one of the best hires in the SEC.
Are you surprised Florida went with another Louisiana guy? At the Billy Napier from Louisiana Lafayette?
At least they went with the guy with the better record. I'll say that. I think it's crazy that you had Golesh right there, and yet you don't get him because you can't counter the $1.4 million that he was offered at Auburn, I believe. I think it was Auburn.
It was Auburn.
Yeah, at Auburn. So you can't sign him for $1.5 million. So he goes for $1.4 million. That just that's strange to me. Like what's like? I don't understand.
If they didn't have the money, if they didn't find the money to fire Billy Napier, they should just let the man finish the season out. Let the costs go down a little bit and part ways. That's crazy.
Because I think we both agree that Golesh is better than Summerall.
I think I agree with you on that. I mean, look at the timing of the hire. You could have just let him finish the season out. Look how long it took you to hire a coach. At this point, Billy Napier could have finished the season. Who knows what might have happened?
They probably go bowling.
But they might. You can't. We got to bring up Jaden Blah. Excuse me, Jaden Blah. 38 carries, 266 yards. No, I'm not gonna let the video in, but I'm bringing up a guy. Man, huge game, career game. I hope this guy sticks in Florida. This is the type of player that the Gators need. 2 touchdowns in this one. DJ Lagway might not be the guy. They might need to go in a different direction.
You see him transfer?
I think he needs to transfer. I think they need to just part ways. They just need to agree to part ways. I think he just needs to change the scenery. I think he'll be all right. He has a mysterious injury in the offseason that, nobody really talks about now. So, but yeah, 15 for 24, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Solid game, but this game was all Jaden, man.
Oh yeah,
all the run game. Just Florida State didn't know what to do. Stop this guy. He bullied them all. It's not like he didn't break no big ones. He had a 20-yarder, but he just all game long, just bulldozer.
38 carries, should get your coach fired on the other team. You let this man carry the ball 38 times. You couldn't hit him in the backfield a couple times, make him feel like, oh, maybe we can't carry the ball 38 times. Like, come on. And get this man's job is safe.
LaWayne McCoy for the Florida State Seminoles had 6 catches for 173 yards. I think that was his career best for him. Thomas Castellanos ends his Florida State career 17 for 28.
College career.
200. Excuse me. College career 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. Castellanos also had 77 yards rushing with a touchdown. Thomas Castellanos, not the best passer of the football, but I think he can find a spot in the NFL playing running back or receiver. He is a dynamic runner. That's why I wasn't excited about this Florida State team. I'm still don't understand how this team beat Alabama. I just don't get it.
I think the Alabama injuries in the first week were like so shocking to the team. Like, oh, we thought these people were going to play, but they ended up not playing. So I'm like, y'all let these 3 injuries let y'all lose to Florida State?
Well, they did eat them up through the middle with the nose tackle out.
They showed it. First play of the game.
Wow.
That's what you're supposed to do, though.
Well, I stuck to my guns. I told people this Florida State team is not that good. Not buying it. I seen enough of Thomas Castellanos to know this man is not a quarterback. So it came to form, man. Florida State, another crappy season. Florida Gators, 4-8. I think they got the right guy in John Summerall. I think he should be pretty solid for them. We shall see. But I think the hire that I fell in love with, me personally, was Alex Golesh down there in Auburn. I think that's a great hire. I love it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's a great hire because this man, Alex Golesh, can recruit. Like, he has had talent at USF over the years. I think that he is probably going to bring tons of talent to Auburn. It's going to be competitive in Alabama because a lot of kids are going to want to go play for him, for one. And UAB fired their head coach midway through the season. There's some kids to be poached there.
Definitely. Should be some pretty. I think there's a couple players on the UBA team. They should maybe find a spot in Auburn. I think the main team is Auburn. Before you recruit other teams, try to recruit your best players to stay. Work on Singleton if he has another year of eligibility. Work on Coleman. Definitely work on Deuce Knight.
Definitely.
I think you need Deuce Knight and oh man, got the man name already. Quarterback.
Jackson Arnold.
Heck no, the other one.
Ashton Daniels.
Yeah, there you go. You need both those guys back next year. I think Auburn's like the best 5-17 in the country, man.
Yeah, they had a lot of calls not go their way, man. Like if Hugh Freeze plays Deuce Knight, I think he keeps his job.
Yeah. If you line Auburn up right now, 5-7, this 5-7 Auburn team, this version against Virginia, who's winning?
With Deuce Knight quarterback?
He's eligible to play. He could play. If you want to start Deuce Knight, you can start Deuce Knight.
With Deuce Knight quarterback, I'm taking Auburn. Because that Auburn defense looks legit.
It's legit, man. This is a good team. This team almost, in my opinion, they almost be Oklahoma. They should be Oklahoma.
I mean, it came down to one play. Literally one play.
I think it was another team they played they should have beat. Was it Georgia?
It was Georgia. It was Georgia. The fumble at the goal line. Yeah. That was clearly a touchdown.
There you go. That's a 2-game swing right there. You're 7-5 right there.
Hence those referees aren't there anymore.
They had another game. They should be 8-4, at least. So
with Jackson Arnold at quarterback.
Just imagine what it'd been if they went in another direction. This Alabama's no slouch, man. You just went 2-0 with those guys. I like this Auburn Tiger team.
This Alabama team has to fix a lot of stuff before they make the playoffs. Like if they
can't run the ball. We've been talking about it for 2 months now.
They can't stop the run either. If they go up against a BYU, it's over with.
If they go against Heck, they can go against Oregon and it'd be over. They can go against Notre Dame, it's over with.
Like they better hope they get a good matchup for them because this BYU, Texas Tech probably get a bye, but BYU, Notre Dame. I want to say it's one more team that can run the ball too. It's over with. It's over for them.
Yeah, I think Ohio State, Indiana, I think both those teams get a bye.
Yeah, no matter who loses, I think they would get a bye.
Yeah, Georgia probably gets a bye. Yeah, probably Texas Tech. So yeah. Alabama, man, it's gonna be interesting to see who they match up with if they make it in.
If they beat Georgia, they gotta make it in. But does Georgia get in if Georgia loses?
Should. I think they should. They've been in the top 3 for most of the season. So
I was saying the only loss will be Ole Miss and 2 Alabama twice.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't drop Notre Dame, why would you drop Alabama?
I'm just saying if Georgia loses, do they still get in? I think they do just because their only losses are Ole Miss and Alabama.
I think Georgia and Alabama both get in. I don't even think it's discussion. I think if you're a team on a bubble, you want the higher ranked team to win.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be Georgia.
I think Alabama losing helps Miami.
It does, actually. It really does. And speaking of which, if for any reason that Alabama doesn't win the SEC championship, they have a common opponent in Florida State. We talked about that Florida State team beating Alabama. That Florida State team lost to Miami. I just want y'all to know that. So when it comes down to the discussion, if it comes to which team to take, I think they should be weighed into the equation. Do with that information that you would. If you didn't watch the ACC Roundup, I think you should go watch it. But I want to throw that little bit of information in there. Moving on in the SEC and ACC matchups, you had a matchup between Clemson and South Carolina. Clemson won that one 28-14. It's 1-1 in the ACC SEC matchups. Then you had Kentucky taking on Louisville. They got BTA'd 41-0. 2-1 ACC over SEC. Not gonna let y'all live it down. Oh wait, there was Georgia. Georgia beat Georgia Tech 16-9. This is the most Georgia Tech thing ever.
Man, I was just about to say that. You had a chance to beat Georgia
all season long. Your defense can stop no one.
Mm-hmm. All season.
And then here you go.
Dude, look at these stats. I didn't mean to cut you off. Look at these stats. Gunnar Stockton, 11 for 21, 70 yards, and a touchdown interception. I said this man was probably the best quarterback in the SEC last week, and look at this.
Georgia Tech ball team.
You said about 4 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah. I didn't think Georgia Tech could stop anybody. Apparently, they can stop Georgia. They can stop Georgia. That's it. Well, Georgia Tech offense picked quite the week to not show up.
Oh, man.
Crazy. 16-9. I was like, oh, my God. Georgia Tech's going to win this game. There's no way they're going to end this game with 9 points. No way. We're going to overtime 16-16. I just knew it. Well.
Crazy. I'm sitting here. I'm like, there's no way that this Georgia Tech team, who's holding their own against the number 4 team in the nation, lost to Wake.
In Pittsburgh.
This is insane to me. A Georgia team who just beat Texas by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, it's crazy, man. This is the most Georgia Tech thing ever.
Now they won't go to the AC championship.
9-3. They're waiting on their fate. I think they're going to the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I don't care what bowl it is.
Yeah, I don't really care about bowl season, man. If you're not in the playoffs, I don't even care.
I don't either.
I think you just want the bowl game so you get the extra practices with the young guys, in my opinion.
I think bowl games should be for like fourth or fifth stringers to get some tape in.
There you go. I think so too, man. I think all these starters they should just stop playing. The games don't matter. I mean, I don't think the fans care about the outcome that much. Maybe I'm wrong, but when I see these coaches, they like 2-6 in bowl games. They don't care about that. I just wanted, did you make a bowl game? It mean you had to win the season.
Especially if a team don't play. Like, if my starting quarterback doesn't play in the bowl game, of course I'm going to lose. Like, why would I care if we're going to lose? Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. At the end of the game, LaNorris Sellers' press conference, he said, I got to talk to my family, talk to people around me, and see where this ends up. Do I stay or do I leave? Do you like when guys say that type of stuff, or do you just wish they would just say the right stuff and then just say the stuff after the season's over with?
Yeah, the fact that he said that lets me know right now he's gonna leave.
Exactly.
He's leaving. It's a foregone conclusion. The fact that he took the time to tell you that he's going through the process, he's thinking about it, the decision has been made. I mean, I just hope he don't make it as messy as a certain coach out there has made it. I think you want to go and touch on it?
I mean, at least LaNorris Sellers wait to the end of the season. They're not going bowling, so his season's over with.
That's not even the worst part about this Lane Kiffin thing, man. Lane Kiffin taking the job at LSU, gonna take the $80 million. No problems with that. That's big time money. You don't walk away from that.
Exactly.
But the way this thing has played out, man, it's got messy real fast. Lane Kiffin, he told his offensive staff that if they're not on a plane to LSU, to Baton Rouge, that there will not be a job on staff for them after the season. So not only is he leaving, he's pretty much threatening his staff to go along with him.
Yeah, the OC's leaving.
They won't have a job on staff at LSU. Talk about a circus. And on top of that, he tried to strong arm Ole Miss to let him coach the rest of the season in the playoffs to basically slow down their coaching search. And he threatened to poach the team if they didn't allow him to coach, which, by the way, he's probably going to do anyway.
Exactly.
So, I don't know, man. It just seems like I thought Lane had grew up. I had no problem with him taking the LSU job. None whatsoever.
I knew Lane hasn't grown up because when he was at Alabama, he wasn't grown up. When he went back
he grew up since.
When he went back to Alabama after at USC, he still didn't grow up. Him and Saban still get into it on the sideline. So he's like, yeah, let me leave and start my own thing. So he starts something at Ole Miss. Been there 6 years?
Yeah, I think so.
6 years. You have everything you want at Ole Miss. What is LSU? Like, I don't understand it.
It's the brand, man. They saw an article ranking college organizations, and they ranked them off if they were NFL franchises. LSU's like 6. They're like worth $1.4 billion or something like.
Shit show right now.
Hmm?
LSU's a crap show right now.
It's the brand exposure. It's A+.
Man, I think Lane's making a mistake, man.
I'm just saying, when you think about the SEC, you're gonna bring up LSU before you bring up Ole Miss. Proven fact. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you make that move. It's not a lateral move. This is a move up.
I mean, I guess a move up, but you could have put Ole Miss in that discussion. People could have been mentioning Ole Miss first. You have a chance to win a national championship. Because I think we both agree this Ole Miss team could be anybody in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. They could have.
They could have.
I'm glad you brought that up.
One more thing though. Before you say what you're gonna say, I'm gonna say this. I don't think Ole Miss should make the playoffs if they don't have their coach.
I was just about to bring that up
Because
because I have in front of me.
if we're following the standard, Jordan Travis couldn't play. They were undefeated. But you got a one loss team with no coach. Floor is yours.
I was just about to bring this up. I have in front of me the standards and principles of the College Football Playoff Committee. I'm sorry, you can't read that.
There you go.
And at the bottom in that fine print, I'm gonna read it out to you. It says the criteria for picking the playoffs: strength of schedule. First, second is head to head. Third is competitive outcomes between common opponents. Fourth, other relevant factors such as unavailability of key players and or coaches that may have affected the team's performance during the season, likely would affect its postseason performance. So if your head coach is leaving, 80% of your offensive staff is going with them. You got players probably going to hit the portal. I don't think this team should make the playoffs because they set this standard 2 years ago with Florida State. I don't know. Fair is fair.
That's what I'm saying. They said that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, and that's the standard you guys set, you can't let them in.
If there's not an SEC bias, they should be out.
Because that team Florida State was undefeated.
Undefeated. Should have been championship.
Which they was undefeated. Still had their coach still. But yet they don't make it because granted it was 4 teams, but they're one of the best 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
The best 4 teams.
They were like number 2. They dropped them.
They were 1.
They dropped them out. They dropped them completely out when Jordan Travis got hurt. That's the quarterback. We talk about the head coach now.
The head coach.
Damn. That's even more important, in my opinion.
So, Ole Miss don't make it. They shouldn't make it. BYU, Miami should be in no matter what.
Texas has argument. I think they had argument.
They have argument either way, but Ole Miss should not make this college football playoffs. But you're not gonna hear anybody talk about that though.
They're not. But it's not SEC bias though. By the way, College game day would be at the SEC championship game this week between Georgia and Alabama.
Are you serious?
Now, call me crazy, but I think if you got 1 versus 2 in the Big Ten championship playing, why are you not at that game? You got 1 versus 2.
And after watching this Auburn Alabama game, you really want to sit here and watch Georgia beat the brakes off Alabama?
But there's no SEC bias.
Guess who's calling the game?
ESPN.
Kirby Smart. I mean, Kurt Herbstreit.
Kurt Herbstreit. He's calling the game.
Of course he is.
But there's no SEC bias.
He calls every Georgia game.
What will I tell you? Ole Miss did hire Pete Golding to be the head coach. If they make it to the playoffs, he will be coaching them through it.
Yeah, he's an Arkansas. He's an interim coach, right?
Yeah, but he's about to have the longest interview in history. I think he coaches them into next year. I think they give him a year to try out.
I think you have to because to see who's going to be out there. I have a name to throw out there though for the they should hire.
Go for it.
Matt Campbell. I think you hire Matt Campbell.
Does he have any ties to the area though? Like in the South, you got any ties recruiting wise?
I mean, he recruited guys to go to Iowa State. I feel like that's harder than going to Ole Miss.
Yeah, but in the South, it's all about relationships. It's harder getting the talent. I mean, especially when everybody around you getting 4 or 5 star guys, you just can't get 22 three stars and call it a day.
Do you pinch Brent Key then? Because he has ties. Do you poach Brent Key?
I think it's even better hire. I'm not saying he a better coach than Matt.
Yeah.
I just think it's a better fit.
Yeah, because he was on the Alabama staff, knows the area, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Arkansas did hire Ryan Summerfield from Memphis. Pretty solid hire. I like
That's
that
a
one a
very
lot.
good hire.
Interesting to see how that's gonna turn out. I think Arkansas could push for 6-6 next year.
Gotta find a quarterback.
I think they will. I think they got a guy in Memphis, freshman.
The white guy?
No, he black. He was a dual threat guy. True freshman. He was on and they redshirted this year. Anyway, I think look out for his name. I got it in the back of my head, but I got a banging headache right now, man. I'm sorry. But I think he should probably end up in Arkansas. Just thing to look at with them. Like I said, SEC championship game. We got Georgia and Alabama rematch. College game day will be there instead of being at the number 1 versus 2.
Insane, dude. Insane.
How do you think the game plays out?
Georgia, 35, Alabama, 17.
Possible. Championship game, I'll make it a little closer than that. I go 28-24, Georgia. But, whatever.
This is my thing, though. Alabama will play nobody hard all season, but they'll play Georgia hard as hell. They will play nobody all season. They will play this team hard as crap. Texans might throw 5 deep balls and they hit all 5 of them.
Yeah. By the way, Tigers have a press conference scheduled for Tuesday, I think, Lane Kiffin. They said it's going to be Monday, but I haven't seen it yet, so I guess they pushed it back to Tuesday.
Lane Kiffin, boo, getting on the plane. Man.
But they already have his track out about this, man. It's crazy. It's hilarious.
It's his own fault, man. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, he handled it the wrong way. It's not the fact that he left; it's the way. It reminds me of the LeBron decision.
That's exactly what it is.
The PR behind it is all wrong. He did it the wrong way.
Taking my talents down to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I think he just handled it the wrong way, and I think it just shows his immaturity.
But I blame the NCAA too, man. Moving signing day, that factored into it too.
Had a lot to do with it too, because they forced Ole Miss to tell them you got to make a decision. Because if these guys are leaving, because you're gonna leave, we got to let them out of there. Because they got to allow those guys to leave if the coach leaves. So if they want to leave, they can get out.
Yep.
But then Ole Miss doesn't have anybody to sign because everybody else is signed already.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he forced their hand. They should not have had to. Do they do away with early sign? If you're not an early enrollee, I don't think you should be able to sign that day.
I mean, I don't see the point of signing until the summer. Like, you can verbal commit all you want, but until you start filling that campus, you are not committed.
Yeah, I think if you're not going to be on campus in January, you shouldn't have to sign. You shouldn't have to sign until I agree, to the end of the year, end of the school year.
And then we know these kids aren't going to be there in January period because they're barely making through high school.
You'd be surprised. A lot of kids enroll early now.
I know they're reclassifying stuff, but
no, literally, they enroll halfway through their seniors.
They're allowed to. You're saying?
Yeah, a lot of kids, a lot of high school seniors.
Mm-hmm.
They enroll in college in January.
Okay. I know they enrolled in May.
Spring ball, because they want to play. So they doing whatever they got to do to graduate early. So it's big business now. It used to be 5-6 guys class. Now a lot of these schools bringing 20 guys as early enrollees. It's crazy. It's just something to watch. So yeah, that's why Lane Kiffin making this decision was so important.
Mm-hmm.
I just should have made him make a decision a little sooner than this. But yeah.
I think you should have to wait till after the playoffs.
Yeah, they should have something like the NFL do. Can't interview coaches that are actively coaching. You have to ask for permission to interview a guy. Yeah, they tell you no.
Alabama's wide receiver coach going to Oregon State, leaving the team, going to Oregon State to coach.
Be head coach?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alabama wide receiver coach is Tavares Robinson? I
think so.
He used to be a wide receiver coach in Miami.
Headed to Oregon State, be a head coach.
How does he get I like Tavares Robinson, but how does he get a head coaching job before Brian Hartline? But whatever.
I think it's because Oregon State. And I guess kind of it's one of those schools that's like you're just trying to get your name out there that show you can coach. So they probably really don't even have the money to hire someone maybe like Brian Harline.
That's probably true. Because I don't think he wasn't even co-OC. Travaris Robinson. He's going to be the head coach. You said? Wow. Shout out to Travaris Robinson. He can recruit now. He can develop some talent too. So we shall see. But that's all we got for the SEC. Y'all guys tell us what you think in the comments. Who wins the SEC championship game? Georgia, Alabama. Is the SEC that much better than the ACC? They just went 2-2 this week. Who's in the wrong? Ole Miss, LSU, Lane Kiffin. Your thoughts? How many SEC teams get in the playoffs? Does Vanderbilt and Texas really have a case? Yo, y'all let us know what you think. We out.